Hey y'all! So today we'll just do a first trimester recap. For those of you who didn't watch my first video, I am having a boy. I'm very excited about that. For those of you who haven't heard the rumor that you are not as sick with boys, I 100% agree with it. For my first trimester, it really started with food aversions. I was not able to eat meat at all. The smell of bacon in the morning made me want to flee the country. It actually wasn't until the end of my first trimester that I slowly started being able to introduce meat to my diet. And it really started with chicken. One day out of nowhere, I was like, hey, I want chicken. And it was super weird because prior to getting pregnant, I didn't even like chicken. Like fried chicken, grilled chicken, chicken strips, none of it. I didn't like it at all. As far as nausea and vomiting, I would get nauseous when my body was telling me I needed to eat. And vomiting, I only threw up 3 times within my first trimester, once every month. One of the 3 times was because I got too hot. And the 2 other times were actually when I was brushing my teeth. So this was super weird and very like, ew. It was something about the toothpaste. Toothpaste just made me so sick. And when I spoke to my dentist about it, they recommended that I actually dry brush. For those of you who don't know what dry brushing is, it's literally brushing your teeth with water on your toothbrush. So I dry brush and then I floss and then I use an alcohol-free mouthwash. Like, what is this thing called? Yeah, so that's how I brush my teeth. And I mean, it works. I like it. It's different, but I mean, mouthwash is great, so why not? The other thing too that the dentist said is while you're pregnant, they recommend that you come in more frequently because baby takes a toll on your teeth. This is also something that I've been experiencing and having a very hard time coping with because the calcium in your teeth like goes away and it sucks because you start seeing little lines and all types of weird shit going on with your mouth, but it's okay. So they recommend every 4 months instead of every 6 months. And that's just to make sure that you're taking extra care of your teeth because again, baby takes a big toll. The other big thing that I went through during my first trimester was fainting spells. I was so embarrassed the first time this ever happened. I was actually grocery shopping and I was by myself. The first thing everybody said to me was, why were you grocery shopping by yourself? I'm like, because I always grocery shop by myself. Like, how am I supposed to know I'm gonna fucking faint in this grocery store? You know, so here's the deal. I was actually grocery shopping and I was waiting for food at the deli. And my stomach just was like, you need to eat something now. Because at this time, I was actually eating every hour to every 2 hours. And like I said, if I wouldn't eat when my body was telling me I needed to, I would get extremely nauseous. So at this point, I'm like, okay, I can, you know, hold it out. I'm literally next in line to order the sandwich. I'm gonna be fine, you know. So out of nowhere, I started getting super hot, clammy, dizzy, didn't know what was going on. And at that point, I was like, okay, these people are ordering very large sandwiches and it's taking too freaking long. So I need to go, right? And I started feeling like, okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is get out of this grocery store and sit on the curb because I don't feel good at all. And before I could even get out of the grocery store, my vision went totally white. Like I couldn't see anything. And I started putting my head down, like leaning on the shopping cart that I had. And the shopping cart, I don't know, like I can't really, I don't know what happened, but the shopping cart bumped into some type of pillar that was in the grocery store, I guess, and came back and knocked me in my face. This is where this came from. I have a little scar from my experience in the grocery store, and it totally knocked me on my ass. Like, it was so bad. I was so embarrassed. My face was bleeding everywhere. It was so bad. So the lesson I learned from that, always keep water with you. Always eat when your body says you need to. Stay whatever your schedule is, figure it out and stick to it like religion, because that shit is no joke. It got to the point I was fainting so frequently that and I didn't know if it was because I hadn't eaten, if it was because I was standing up, because I was in the sun, earlier that day. I didn't know what it was until I started getting those spells while I was sitting down, while I was eating, right after I ate, as I'm drinking jugs of water. I thought I was anemic, low iron. I didn't know what was going on. So eventually I took myself I didn't take myself, but I went to the emergency room, and they just told me everything came back normal and you're just gonna have to deal with this. It's a symptom that you have and we don't know what to tell you. So be careful. Don't be by yourself as often as you can. Some real BS. And I was like, whoa, I'm having a super, for the most part, simple pregnancy so far. And this is the biggest thing and there's no cure to it. I was so upset. It was scary. It was really scary, especially the first time it happened. I was alone. My whole face was bleeding in front of people. It was definitely an experience that I am never going to be able to forget. Okay. Hey y'all, welcome back to, no, don't like that. Guys, well, thank you for your time. See you next, no. Okay guys, oh shit, how am I gonna end this? Well, there's my first trimester recap. See you guys later. I don't know why I'm making that face. Ooh. Hey y'all. I don't know what the fuck this was.